Hello, good morning. Democracy is democracy is of the people, by the people, and for the people. Democracy is rule of law. Unless and until we all the people of India do not aware of the law, this democracy cannot be successful. The basic basic and fundamental meaning of justice is to to punish the offenders, to punish the criminals. Criminal is not only the enemy of victim, but also the enemy of society, state at large. So, state has engaged police, judges to give justice to the people according to the preamble of the constitution. This democracy is the rule of law. The basic rule, basic procedure of the criminal administration of justice is on police, lower court, then courts of higher courts. According to according to the Article 21 of the Constitution, is no no person shall be deprived of his life and personal liberty without procedure established by law. So there is procedure. Unless and until procedure is complete, legal procedure is complete, nobody can be punished. So to punish the offenders, punish the criminals, we have a criminal procedure code. We have a Indian Evidence Act. How to get evidence, how to produce evidence in court. And the criminal procedure code is meant for the procedure to be adopted in court while getting evidence, getting the procedures to punish the criminals, to give judgments. The procedure is laid down in Criminal Procedure Code 1973. According to 154 of the CRPC, that is Criminal Procedure Code, we have to inform the police for the event of as to the event of occurrence of offense to the police. If cognizable offense, cognizable means the offense by which police can arrest the criminal without the warrant of court. Without warrant, police can arrest in cognizable case. If information of the cognizable offense given to the police, police must have to register the case. That is called first information report. The information first given to the police is called first information report and must have to be registered by the police. If police did not pay attention to the agony grievances of the victim or informant, then the procedure laid down in 154 second para, is the victim or informant is to appear to the Superintendent of Police. Despite approaching to the Superintendent of Police, the FIR is not registered, then he is to approach the local court, judicial magistrate, not executive magistrate, judicial magistrate court. The procedure laid down in CRPC is 200 section. Section 200. Section 200 we have to approach the court. But sorry, it is very costly to the victim. Ordinarily 5,000 is or 6,000 is being taken by the advocates as fees, and it is naturally it is expensive. So the procedure code and law and constitution allows us to appear individually. We cannot also take assistance of the advocate. Personally, we can appear lower court, higher court, Supreme Court individually without taking any assistance. It is so that our democracy can be successful. If democracy and is a rule of law and law has been enacted for the people, adherence of the people, and aware of the people, to make conscious of the state, it is state's responsibility. But sorry, most of the people do not know how to make grievances in court. But there is easy process, very, very, very easy. And the process, most of the people do not know the process. It is the dismay of our democracy. It is this dismay. So my intention is to make awareness to the volunteers, to the people who are educated, and to the also victims, those who have small knowledge. They can be aware of the procedure. And there are so many volunteers in our society, so many public in our activists are in our society, and they are helping in most of the cases to the victims, but due to want of knowledge, this is not being practically held. So that in consequence of this, victims' tears of the eye is being dried. It is becoming jungle's flower. In jungle flower, jungle cry, flower flower whatever in jungle, they are not being used and dried and fell down. Similarly, the agony crying of the victims are being dried, tears being dried, and she or he thinks that it is my destiny. He is not able to knock the court because of the procedures are not known to them. But procedure is being enacted, legislated for the convenience of the ordinary people, because the democracy is of the people, by the people, for the people. So let us know how to ventilate, how to put forth our grievances before the court of law. There is no barrier. Even not English language is necessary. In GRCO of every high court, there is provision that the victim can put forth his grievances in local mother language. In Odisha, Odia, but it is has never been held. It is new. My suggestion is new, but there is a law. There is a law in GRCO. GRCO is in for Ganjam district. Telugu language also can be. In Telugu language, one can also put forth his grievances before the court. But forms are not known to the ordinary people. This is being confined within the landed persons, those are in profession. But ordinary person do not know. I came today to make Eva how to put forth the grievances before the court of law. If police did not register the case, SP or inspector in charge of the police did not register the court. Means did not pay heed, unheard by the administration. So let us know how to put forth to submit the application. The application is nothing but a simple application. That will be first headline is in the court of that judicial magistrate, area magistrate, and it will be written first petition under 200 CRPC, because in 200 CRPC it is a provision, it is a facility to the, it is door to the court opened for the ordinary citizen to put forth their complaint according, and that is a complaint under 200 CRPC. First bracket 200 CRPC. Then will written one, name and address of the complainant. Second, name and address of the accused. Third, time, date and place of occurrence. Fourth, offense committed under section such and such IPC or other acts. Then 5, witness to the occurrence, name and address, their name and address. Then 6, whether this petition, whether this matter was reported to the police or not, what happened to the police, if it was not heard, not responded, not taken notice of the information, FIR, that should be written there. Then 6, whether, then 7, brief case, that is the FIR which was given to the police, just right here. That's all. That police FIR given to the police, you write here the contents of the police in your mother language. If Odisha, Odia, Tamil Nadu, Tamil, if Hindi belt states, Hindi, mother language recognized in India, but it is rare, very rare, very rare, 1 to 1 may be there or may not be there, though it is permitted in GRCO. So then 7 is a brief fact of the case. You write the copy of the FIR which was submitted to the police. Then prayer. It is humbly prayed that the accused person be summoned to stand the trial and they be convicted and sentenced and recover such and such things if it has been taken by the criminals. Then Second is pass such order. It is prayed order as the court deem fit. Then last is certificate is to be given. Certificate is nothing. The whatever facts I am submitting herewith, it is true. One. Second, the second is the no case as to this matter is pending before any court of law. Second, but that is all, and that is the affidavit will be by notary. You must have to take affidavit because it is on oath. You have to submit that no other case is pending. First is the whatever facts stated above is true to the best of knowledge and belief. But that's all. That is it. And for this, and it is a mandate to the court also to take this petition registered number as soon as possible according to the GRCO. GRCO is nothing but the rules of the High Court, binding. Then I shall give you the in verbally you cannot understand. I shall give my in comment box the details by writing for your reference. Unless I give reference in writing, you cannot understand. And if one person appeared before the court individually, directly, then my labor will be, I think, while my labor will be successful, fruitful, resultful, efficacious. Then come to the law. Then now this High Court is closed for the ordinary persons to put forth the grievances about non-registration of the FIR by virtue of a Supreme Court decision by Honorable Markan Karju in to Sakri Basu case, that is called Sakri Basu case in 2008. What was that? He ruled before that to Markand Karju judgment precedent, the investigation, power of investigation was the sole property, sole power of police. Judiciary could not interfere into investigation, whether investigation was proper or not, whether police examined to the real witnesses or not, whether seized the weapons or not, with which documents or not properly, whether they had investigated as per their will and pleasure. Court had no power to ask do properly. That do properly cannot just, we are telling justice is vested with the court, but before that Markandeya Karju Sakri Basu judgment, police had no power to direct the police investigate properly. No, this properly invested properly was not under the purview of justice, judges. Though in democracy it is the rule of law, court of justice, but full executive, full power was with the executive, sole power, discretionary power, their whims and fancies power. That was investigation was the sole power of the court, of the police. After Sakri Basu argument, Justice Karju ruled that 156 bracket 3, subsection 3, the police can be directed to register the FIR. That includes the power of the judges to see whether proper investigation is being done or not. They can fix the time. They can fix everything in the interest of the justice. In the interest of justice, they can fix everything. They can direct everything for the interest of justice. It was not before that. It was not power of the judges to direct. Investigation was within the sole sweet power of the police. Sweet power. But after Sakribasu, it changed. Now, High Court also cannot direct the police to investigate properly. Now decentralized the power. High Court is now closing the door to the people, to the victim, to the informant to appear, to put forth their grievances according to non-registration of a FIR. All powers decentralized to the lower court. So lower court means power to the people, power to the victim, power to the informant who is injured, who suffered, the aggrieved person. So often and often, again and again, you should knock the door of the lower court. The common man became powerful to knock the court of the door often and often. No restriction. Suppose police did not examine the proper persons, those who are acquainted with the case, those who have seen the case, the occurrence. You can approach the court, sir, police did not examine the proper persons, those are acquainted with, but those who are unacquainted, they are not acquainted at all, they are being examined. It will lose my case. Then magistrate again direct to 156.3 by virtue of 156 direct do proper exam, do such and such that we is knocking the door. By now, door was knocked by the victim. In the interest of the victim, you examine the proper person, those who are acquainted with, those who have seen the case. To weaken the case, the police was examining as that their will and power. No, henceforth, no. Then recently, 20 to March, 3 judges bench, that is N.B. Ramana, Mohan Santana Gowda, and Justice Sanjeev Khanna. 20th March 2020, a very landmark judgment in support of my speech given. It is binding throughout India as per section 141 of the article of the Constitution. That is the law declared by the court, Supreme Court, is binding to all courts within the territory of India. So it is became judge's law. And the case was between M. Subramaniam versus N. Janaki, 20 March 2020. Recent, this year judgment. The judgment, how they gave, they have corroborated, they have supported the judgment of Sakribasu. While it is not possible to accept the contention of the appellants on the question of locus standi, we are inclined to accept the contention that High Court could not have directed the registration of an affair with a direction to the police to investigate and file the final report in view of the judgment of this court in Sakri Basu versus State of Uttar Pradesh and others, in which it has been inter alia held as under. In this connection, we would like to state that if a person has a grievance that the police station is not registering his FIR under section 154, then he can approach the Superintendent of Police under section 154(3) CRPC by an application writing. Even if that doesn't yield any satisfactory result in the sense that either FIR is still not registered or that even after registering no proper investigation is held, registered, but if not action they have taken, the police, it is open to the aggrieved person to file an application under section 156(3) before the landed magistrate concerned, local magistrate. If such application under 156(3) is filed before magistrate, the magistrate can direct the FIR to be registered and also can direct proper investigation to be made. In a case where according to aggrieved person, no proper investigation was made. If victim complained that no proper investigation was made, they have to do proper investigation under the same provision. And the local court can monitor the investigation to ensure proper investigation to give justice to the victim. It is the rule. It is laid down in so many cases. There is no time. It will be very large. So it is the gist of the case. So lower court is now very powerful to direct the police. It is no more now police is powerful. Before Markandeya Karjo decision, police was very, very powerful. It was executive. It is power. Police is belonging to executive. Executive was powerful. Our judiciary was not powerful. Only High Court. High Court is very expensive. So came to the lower court means to your door. Justice is at your door now. And you have to knock often and often if you know the procedure. That procedure I am describing. To make your awareness, to make the people of democracy powerful. Because people are the master of this democracy. All, whether executive, all persons, whether belong to executive or judiciary or legislative, whatever, they are servants, we are paying them salary, perquisites, conveyances, everything. They are paid servant of the people. We are the master of the democracy, We are the master of the democracy. They are servant. Those who are taking salary, discharging their public duty, they are to master to discharge their public duty. They are called public servant, and we are the master. We public servants, we the public are the master of this democracy. So, unless and until we know the law, we cannot discharge our duty as master of this democracy. So, as conscious citizen, I thought to explain about the law for the awareness of the people. And so many my well-wishers, my students, my friends, they came to me, sir, you speak something, make awareness so that we can do something, we can help the needy victims, something, and it will be very useful. And second thing, how a volunteer can help in court to the victim. There is also a precedent, that is in Supreme Court has instructed, has given a ruling guideline that a volunteer can approach on behalf of a victim, can approach the court to get permission as per CRPC, get permission from the court and plead on the behalf of him. And with the permission only, we have to permission. But advocates, they have occult they are taking. But it is democracy can be successful only the people can direct approach to the court, and this provision I have explained everything. And if any doubt, you comment me in box. And Jai Hind. I am Karunakar Swami, Chhatrapati.